Hi and welcome to another edition of winemastery.co.uk. I'm John Lyford and this is
John Murphy.
And we're here on the final episode of episode number 11 where we're looking at Merlots, and we've got an unknown that we're going. John's never tasted this one, so it's going to be really interesting to see what it compares like to his favourite that we saw in part 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, but in part 2, if you did see part 2, we had a Merlot from South Africa, which I would definitely rate as my favourite. But this next one is an Australian one, which I've yet to try. Generally, when we get wine in the shop, we usually try them before they do come in. But we have some very trustworthy reps, and this gentleman said, I'm going to like this, so I thought I would give it a go. So we've just bought a few, and we thought,
what's his name?
Let's give it a go. Syriac.
Syriac,
yeah.
is his name?
Yeah.
That's an unusual name.
Yeah.
Hi, Syriac.
Hi, Syriac. I'll tell him to watch that, because we're gonna judge his wine, aren't we?
We are, yeah. We better not say anything nasty.
Yeah, we better. Well, we'll see. We're
going to be honest.
We might not tell him about this episode.
No, we won't. So if you know him, don't mention it if we're about to say anything.
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, it comes out of the bottle much the same.
It does, yeah. That's always a bonus. I like wine that comes out of the bottle.
Can we hold both of them while you put that down?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I'm so
Such
kind.
a gentleman.
I know. There's not many of us left.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Right, so we've got that.
Now a little look at the colour.
Yes.
Similar.
It's very similar. It just doesn't quite have that the brown ring. No, it's got the more tawny. How would you go tawny?
Tawny.
Yeah, it's a tawny.
Okay. As in port.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, looking with the light coming through that, it's a little bit clearer. Is that? It's not quite as dense as it has seemed to have been.
Okay.
I'm
gonna have a sniff.
You go for it.
Not as strong as the last one. Not as much there.
Definitely not.
In fact, it's very difficult. It's consistent, unlike the first one, which was full on and then disappeared. This one is consistent, but much lighter.
Yeah, there's no real power in there, is there? Syriac.
Wow,
Syriac, I wanted this to be good.
You're not going to see this episode at this rate. But the taste, of course, as we've found before, can sometimes belay.
Of course it can. But a sign of a good wine is having, being able to take from the nose and relay that to the flavour. And this, well, we'll see. See, that's just got the. I can definitely get the plum in there again and chocolate again, but there's not much else.
No.
But I'm eager to give this a go. I'm very eager. Don't make me laugh when I'm slurping.
No, I don't want to
It's unusual. It's not what I expected. That's almost a little bit licoricey. But
it tastes more fruity to me.
I see. I was thinking.
Seems too light to be licoricey.
The licorice is there for me.
Yeah.
On the finish again. Yeah, definite. Licorice.
Facets.
I wasn't thinking a particular brand, just licorice in general.
Okay. No, I can't get that.
See, now
I've got so much to do to catch up.
Well, we will get there. That's what these videos are for. But you see, I see. For me, there's a lack of fruit there.
Really?
Really? What are you getting fruit-wise?
Like a red fruit, like a red currant or something.
Okay. I could perhaps. I don't know. This is a very unusual. If I'm honest, let me just check the percentage, because it's not a bad wine, not by a long shot. I think I see the alcohol comes through there quite strong. You can definitely taste that, and I'm not a fan of when you can taste the alcohol.
Now you've said that. I couldn't before, but now you've said that.
That kind of warming.
Yeah.
And I don't particularly like that in my wines, or I don't like to be able to find it there. I'm just looking at it is 14.5%, which is quite strong. But
how's that compared to the others? Is that?
Let's have that. Well, we've got 14 for the South Africa, which is still not. That's quite a lot of alcohol in there, but it wasn't apparent in there.
No.
And 13.5.
Okay.
So we have gone up
half a percentage each time.
Yeah. And it has shown. Well, but I've had wines at 15%, which the Amarones are well known for that. And would you believe the spice root Merlot, the one that I'd been looking to replace for a long time, which was replaced with the South African one, that was 15%. And that was one of the things I liked about it, is you couldn't, although it's 15%, there's no way you could tell that was 15%. Unlike this, where the alcohol is quite not predominant, but it's quite a big flavour in there, or not flavour, but it is affecting.
Yeah. Well,
But it's not unnice one. And really, for that power and for that alcohol, the tannins they're not very apparent there either, are they? Which again is a good thing. As I mentioned, I'm not a massive fan of the tannins. Just at the finish, the tannins come through slightly.
yeah, but not massively, isn't it? It's not that drying of the mouth.
Where it gets like on your teeth. Well, it's an unusual. I'm not saying it's not.
If you were blind tasting that, do you think you would have thought of that as a Merlot, or do you think you would have been misled into something else?
Oh, it's hard to say that, isn't it?
Now you know, yeah.
Yeah. There's no fruit in there. The licorice may have thrown me thinking, because I would associate that more Shiraz-esque, the licorice. I don't know if I would have got that. I'll be honest. If the process of elimination. I would have taken my time with that, and I might have. When it doesn't have the spice of a Shiraz, I would have. I possibly would have said between a Shiraz and a Merlot.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I would have. It'd have been a 50-50 thing.
Sorry, where again was this one from?
Australia.
Australia, okay.
But then that's the signature grape of Australia is the Shiraz. So I mean, whether the winemaker has kind of that style about it, or that's how the wines he likes, and so he's pulled that into the making of Merlot. Who knows? That gets a bit technical then, doesn't it?
It does. I don't know what I'm imagining this, but this seems just that little bit more crystal clear.
Yeah, we could see that the clearness compared to the other two.
Is that the alcohol that makes it like that, or
I
just
don't know.
Just the. Okay.
Well, again, doesn't really need food, and 14.5. Anyway, it was
£14.50. That's good.
19.99.
Is it?
Yeah. See, out of those,
that's over £1 a percent.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well worked out. I just stop and think about that for a second. So, out of those three, what would your favourite be?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not just saying that because no, it was.
It was definitely. For me, that had everything a Merlot you expect from a Merlot. And at £15, I'd even describe that as good value.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. It's excellent. And this, I said, this isn't shabby in any way whatsoever. It's just,
no.
And again, it's down to personal preference. But on this occasion, we agreed.
We do. Almost. So, well, right. Well, in that case, next episode we're going to be looking at the Pinot Grigio, and as we said, then that is the end of this phase.
Yes.
Of videos, and then we'll be looking where we go from there.
We are, and perhaps what we should do is we'll just do a quick. Actually, this won't be the final part. We'll do a part 4, and we'll talk about the wines that are going to go on from Merlot, if you like Merlot.
Yeah.
And we'll do the same, and we'll add just a little sub part to the previous episodes, and just talk about where you can go if you like that particular wine. So on this episode, come back. There will be another part 4 where we'll just talk about what wines you might like if you like Merlot. See you there.
Part 4. Chin chin.
Chin chin.